Nanya, and my English name is Gabriel. Gabriel means what did my mom say? Gabriel means Gabriel means a messenger of good news. Yeah. So today I want to talk about the topic of perseverance. Perseverance. What does that mean to me? To me, it means somebody who is willing to persevere, to continue to push through despite the challenges and obstacles that they may face, whether it be internal or external. And I think that's a very important quality and important ability that we should all have, right? The ability to push through despite the challenges that we face. Because let's face it, in life, it's never always going to be smooth sailing. We're never going to have a straight line towards the path or goal that we wish to accomplish. We're always going to face challenges, and life has a way of throwing away things that you don't expect to happen. So you always have to expect the unexpected and be prepared to push through and accomplish whatever it is you want to accomplish, despite the obstacles and despite the unforeseen events that might happen to you. And I'll share with you a story about perseverance that happened to me, right? So when I graduated in 2011 with a master's degree in electrical engineering from the Grove School of Engineering, that's at CUNY City College of New York. I had a dream, right? I was like, you know what? I graduated. I've got a master's degree. I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna get a good job. And I'm gonna earn lots of money. I'm gonna be set, right, in New York City. I'm gonna get a engineering job in New York City. Well, guess what? First month, second month, applied, got lots of interviews, but still could not get the final offer. Continuing to apply, got lots of interviews. Some I did well in, some I messed up in, but fast forward a year now, and I still have no engineering job. My parents are worried, my friends are worried. They're saying, "What's going on here? Gazim can't get a job in engineering. What's happening? Maybe it's not meant to be. Maybe she should go back home to Nigeria, which is where I'm born from, which is where I was born." And it was just a very bad time. And I was feeling very depressed at that time. I didn't think I was going to make it, and I wanted to give up. I wanted to really give up. And at some point, my mom actually came. She came. At that point, my parents were staying in Hungary because my dad's a diplomat and my mom's a teacher, by the way. So at that point, during Hungary, Budapest, and my mom actually came to see me, and I was actually at that moment staying at my parents' home in Queens because they had a home in Queens. So that kind of saved me because I was still just staying there rent free while I continued to wallow in shame and pity and disappointment and a little bit of depression. So when my mom came and she saw me, she was actually supposed to take me back, right? Take me back. She already had the passport and the visa and everything was ready to take me back. But when she sat down with me, she said, You know what, Kazim? I think you're meant to be here. I think you're meant to be in New York, and I think you're going to be a success here in New York." And at that point, I already given up. I had stopped applying, and I was not looking for any more engineering jobs because I felt like a year had gone by. There was nothing else for me to do. Right? What else would I get after a year? But my mom believed in me, and she told me to keep on pushing and to persevere. And what I did next was I decided to go looking for a part-time role, and I got a part-time role at Home Depot, working part-time at the tool rental center. And as I worked part-time at the tool rental center at Home Depot, I continued to apply for jobs, technical roles, engineering roles, and it was tough. Still got some rejections, but eventually, eventually I got one, and it was with an international IT company. A very good role, a role that suited me as a pre-sales engineer, whereby I could combine my engineering skills and also my ability to interact and talk to people, and some of the skills that I learned at my part-time role at Home Depot, which was talking to customers and asking them questions. Because in Home Depot I was working at the tool rental center. So, you know, overall it took me about 20 months since I graduated before I finally landed an engineering role. And once that happened, I was happy and I was ecstatic, and I was relieved at the same time. And I knew now I could begin to start my career as an engineer, and that was really something special. And when I made a speech about that in a Toastmasters contest, and I'll share that speech with you because I put it in a much dramatic but true storytelling format. But yeah, that's my story, right? And you're thinking, okay, well, what are you trying to say in the story? What's the lesson? And the lesson is you just have to keep pushing, and hopefully you find someone that believes in you, that gives you that extra nudge and that extra push to take you through the finish line. But that was my mom for me, and also she gave me that support, that little boost that pushed me through. And that's crucial. That's crucial. And I hope you out there have that support and that person that can give you that energy and boost and that lift when you're feeling down and depressed, because we all need that. It's good to have a strong mental ability and to be mentally tough and to persevere. But one other thing you need to have is find some people who are going to be there and support you and push you through. And I'm willing to be that support for you. Just let me know, reach out to me, I'll support you. But yeah, long story short, persevere and be strong, okay? And no matter what, don't ever give up. I know it's a cliche line, everybody says it, don't ever give up, but really, as long as you keep on pushing, you eventually find the light. You will, we all will. And I wanted to say that it was my pleasure to share this message with you. I hope it brought some relevance to you. And always remember this: you are relevant. You all are relevant, and you all matter. And you're here for a reason. And keep on pushing. So that's the message from me today. And hopefully I get to bring some more positive messages to you. But for now, that's it. So hope that brought you some relevance, and take care and goodbye.